Naomi, you know there's family gathering next month. I'm wondering if you'll be there too. Hello, Karen. Yes, I would like to. All the relatives are coming this time, right? Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Something you can help with? Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think there is. You can just sit down and stay. It must be hard for you to move with that leg. It's okay. I know it looks like a lot of work, but I can do most things except running. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't understand what I'm trying to say. I don't want my relatives to think I have a disabled person helping me. If you're coming, will you sit quietly and stay out of the way? Oh, okay. Understood. It's embarrassing enough that my only son's wife is disabled. I don't want to make it a show. I haven't accepted you as my son's wife yet. Tony insisted that he wouldn't marry anyone but you, so I had no choice but to agree to the marriage. Right. I was hoping to have a lovely wife so I could enjoy shopping or going to cafes and enjoying all those things. But I didn't think my son would choose a defective woman. He must have done something pretty bad in his previous life. I don't think you should speak like that. Tony is a very kind person, and we were both attracted to each other more on the inside than on the outside. Tony doesn't mind that I have one leg disabled. Being his mother, I know more than anyone that Tony's kind. Otherwise, he would never have chosen a woman like you. I'll do my best to try to be accepted by you, so that you can feel it's safe to leave Tony to me. What can a disabled person like you do? Don't joke around. I don't know how you walk inside the house, but you need a cane when you walk outside, right? That's true. You think someone who only moves like an elderly person can support Tony? What are you going to do if he becomes unable to work? Of course, I will support the family finances then. I'm still working from home, and I don't have any trouble with my daily life. I can't think like that, so that's why I'm worried. Well, it's too late to say anything about that now. It's not like your leg's gonna get better. I'm sorry. I don't want you to apologize. Oh, right. There's something I want to ask you. Yes, ma'am. What is it? I need you to weed the garden before they come. Okay, sure. You have a lawnmower, don't you? Should I use that to weed the garden? No, don't use it. The roots will still be in the ground, right? This time, I want you to take it up by the roots. So please, pull them out properly by hand. Oh, is it too difficult for you who has a damaged leg? No, I'm fine. I'll finish it before the day. I'm counting on you. Please, show me how useful you can be. Naomi, what have you done? Karen, hello. Is something wrong? It's about today's family gathering. You spoke about the weeds in the garden in front of the relatives, didn't you? Yes, but not about the weeding. I just mentioned it a little when they were talking about gardening. When I was weeding, you asked me to plant flowers, right? So I was explaining how to plant and grow those flowers. Where would I find someone who would say that you actually done it? What? What if they think I made a wife who has a bad leg do the weeding on purpose? You're so dumb. Why don't you try to make me look good a little? I'm sorry, I wasn't that concerned. But it seems like they were just interested in the flowers. So I think they're not concerned about it. Who knows? Use your brain. Okay, I'm sorry. If you want my approval, it's your job to make me feel good. But all you do is make me feel worse. I think you're just trying to make me suffer. No, I didn't mean to. Then next time, tell them something I'll be praised about. The flowers in the garden were my idea, and you helped me because you wanted to. Is it clear? That's the way it should be. Understood. It seems like it wasn't just your leg that was bad. I have to explain from the beginning like this. Your brain is just as bad as your leg. Is this what it's like to be disabled? I wish you wouldn't discriminate like that. My leg is just disabled, but other than that, I'm no different than others like you. Even though you're treated differently from others? I think it's a bit harsh to say that. We don't like to be disabled either. Honestly, I have a problem with the fact that you are defective and living comfortably. You keep insisting that you're normal and that you're like everyone else. But in reality, you can't live without a help, can you? I think you should be more modest. Some may be arrogant, but most of us live our lives with gratitude. I don't know about that. Even a defective woman like you married a man like Tony. You're as happy as anyone else. From my point of view, you are an arrogant person. I believe that people with disabilities have the right to be happy too. Get rid of those kinds of shallow thoughts. A year has passed since you got married. But I have not had one good thing to say about my son being married to you. It's about time for you to realize how unhappy you make everyone around you. Is that... You mean you want me to leave Tony? I wish that all the time. Because you're a useless, disabled, defective person. There's no advantage for you to stay. Naomi, my back hurts. Go get the pills now. Karen, I can't visit you today. I have some things to do. There's nothing more important than me. Just come back ASAP. I just saw you recently. I can't go back. I'm sorry, I have an appointment. Don't you feel sorry for me? I can't walk. Now I have a disability like you. Why don't you understand how I feel? Of course I understand the pain of not being able to walk. But that doesn't mean people will do whatever you say. Right, since you have a congenital bag leg, you have no idea what it's like for me, a normal, healthy person who suddenly lost the ability to walk. What's more, I'm in a wheelchair and in the hospital. Even a lawyer came to see me. He wants me to pay for the repairs to the house I destroyed. Oh, well, you crashed your car into a house and caused the accident. Anyway, please talk to the insurance company about the money. I'm not in the mood for paperwork. I just misjudged the gas and the brakes. I didn't expect this to happen. But you're lucky you didn't get anyone involved. There's still a chance that your leg will be rehabilitated and you'll be able to walk again. You don't know when that will be. I had a trip with my friends next month. I can't even go on that trip. Poor me. If that's the case, then you just have to do your best in rehabilitation and get back on your feet as soon as possible. I don't mean to be harsh, but you caused this accident. I think you should be sorry for that. I told you, I just made a mistake on driving. You have no right to scold me. If you had gotten someone involved, it would have been much worse. Shut up. I can't live like this anymore. I just want to go home. The food at the hospital tastes terrible, and they set bedtime. It's really uncomfortable. You're supposed to leave the hospital in 2 months, right? Yeah, that's right. I can't stay here that long. It's not like if I stay in the hospital, I'll be able to walk again. You know there are checkups and rehabilitation. Those are necessary for you to be discharged. Please hang in there. Oh, right. After I get out of the hospital, I've decided to move in with you and Tony to your house. Huh? Why are you surprised? I'm in a wheelchair. How can I live without someone to take care of me? It's possible to live alone in a wheelchair. Of course, I was gonna help you at first, but... Are you saying you don't want to live with me? Yes. I'm sorry, but I can't live with you. Why not? I'm Tony's only family. I'm his mother. I understand that. But he doesn't want to live with you either. You're lying. Tony would never refuse to live with me. I'm sorry to tell you this at a time like this, but I've been treated badly by you. Treated badly? I have no clue. You made fun of me because I'm disabled, and you kept abusing me. I was just telling the truth. Even so, there were a lot of problematic remarks. I was trying to have a good relationship with you as much as possible, and I wanted to be accepted, so I put up with it. But Tony told me that I didn't have to put up with it anymore. So what? That has nothing to do with me. I'm moving in. Otherwise, I can't live by myself. Please consider living in a residence with various kinds of support and assistance. We are not going to live together. Tony will reach out later, so please understand. Tony is a boy who will definitely help me if I'm in trouble. I'm not going to let a person like you, who popped into my son's life, beat me. No, it's not about winning or losing. It's already decided that he's going to live with me. Your opinion doesn't matter to me. And you're not nice to me, even though you're disabled? Who do you think you are? Oh, are you jealous that you're no longer the only one who Tony will care about? I don't think that way. Not even a little. Then don't do anything and just follow him. Don't do anything unnecessary. Hey, Naomi. You haven't come visit me for a week. As I told you the other day, I can't take care of you anymore. Is that how you're trying to avoid me moving in? Oh, you were still going to move in with us? My husband has explained to you many times that we can't, right? It doesn't matter. I'm his mother, and my opinion comes first. I see. But I really can't live with you. Even if you guys say you can't, I'm definitely moving in with you. I've already called the movers to move out. I'm planning to move sometime around the beginning of next month. Finally, it's time for you to be useful to me. You defective piece of shit. Aren't you glad to have a chance to be accepted by me? You've already called the movers? Oh, so you're coming overseas? Huh? Overseas? Yes. You've been living abroad for a week now. That's why I can't visit you. What? I didn't hear about that. Of course you didn't. We didn't tell you. Why overseas? Is it because of my son's work? Yes, so we can't go back to the States for a while. So it's physically impossible for us to live together. Why didn't you tell me something so important? Come back now. Because I didn't want you to interrupt our preparations for moving overseas. Besides, I wouldn't want you to come with us. What about me? How can I live when I get to the hospital? I don't know. You'll have to figure it out yourself. Oh, but in case you're wondering, I've put some vouchers of various facilities in the mailbox. It also includes information on places to find caregivers. Please take a look at them and decide for yourself. You're abandoning me? I'm going to live in a wheelchair. I know it was an unfortunate accident, but neither my husband nor I want to take care of a selfish person like you. Even though the accident was your fault, you still haven't apologized to the people whose house you crashed into, right? I'm paying for the repairs to the house. The house can be fixed, but I don't know if I'll ever get my leg back. I can't even think about other people. I can understand you. But please remember what you have said to me. We should be more modest, right? People with disabilities. I was a normal person that day. Plus, I don't have a disability. My leg might come back after rehabilitation. Then don't be so naive and live on your own. A normal person could do that, right? Things are different now. Don't you understand? I'm old, plus I'm in a wheelchair. You have no idea how heartbreaking it is to live alone. If you have the energy to talk like that, you'll be fine. And you really think I'm going to take care of you when I've been abused so much over my legs? Because you wanted to be accepted by me, didn't you? As I told you before, I don't have that feeling anymore. As long as I have my husband who understands me, I don't need anything else. Naomi, if you move in with me, I'll accept you as my son's wife. Now that I'm crippled, I understand how you feel. I won't act that way like I did before. Will you please think about it for a minute? No, I won't. I can live in a wheelchair overseas, can't I? I haven't heard from my son in days. So maybe you can tell him that I'd like him to let me come over there. No, I won't. I'm asking you this much. Can't you at least listen to me a little? You're the one who never listened to us before. Don't speak like that. Naomi, I'm sorry. I'll really change my attitude. Please. Please don't abandon me. You know, my husband has also said, you should live with a little more consideration for others. Don't expect everything to go the way you want. Nothing is going how I have expected. This is why I'm in this situation. What do I do? As long as you can think like that, we have nothing to discuss. Take care. Bye. Naomi, wait. Please tell my son how I feel. I'm really sorry. I'm also sorry I didn't listen to you guys. There's nothing I can do. There is. Tony cares about you. So if you forgive me, I'm sure Tony will too. Defective, disabled people shouldn't do anything. This is what you've told me, isn't it? I only follow my husband's opinion. So there's nothing I can do for you from now on. Karen called me many times after that, but I blocked her. And now I have no more stress. I was able to say everything I wanted to say in the end, so I no longer have any regrets. However, if she's going to be in a facility, she needs my husband's signature as a guarantor. We have asked her relatives to intervene and discussed about it. I feel sorry that I made them involved in the mess, but they seemed to think that Karen had been very harsh on me for a long time, so they were willing to help me out. She ended up moving to a facility with caregivers and started living on her own. People around her seem to think that she deserves it, because she had been so cold to me. I've heard that almost no one comes to see her. She used to be very active, but she has become a homebody due to her inability to move around. It seems like she has lost her energy, as if she were a different person. What will happen to her is up to her. And it's none of my business to worry about anymore. I'm going to put her aside in my mind and enjoy my new life with my husband. And I will never forget to thank my husband and the people around me who have supported me throughout the years. I will continue to do what I can to make this happy life last as long as possible.